All right, everyone. Welcome back again to another episode on the channel, the AuberStrategy. Today we're going to just go over what the market did today. Now, I must tell you, guys, please enjoy this because it is not going to happen on a daily basis. I just have more time this week, um, and I'm able to actually do more of these videos. But please don't get accustomed to them because they're not going to happen every single day, every single week, right? So let's just pray. God, we just thank you again for your blessing and for your goodness. Thank you again for this opportunity to trade. And I pray that you just be with us as we go through what happened today, and may we learn something, and may somebody watching this video learn something that will help them to improve in their trading. Thank you, and we love you. Amen. All right, guys. Again, nothing new. Market didn't do anything that was not expected today. As you know, market is making higher lows to higher highs. That simply means you trade from your largest higher low to your higher high, or in the event that the market makes a lower high, you take your profits and you wait. All right. So let's look at today. As you know, yesterday I was holding a trade, so I actually came in early yesterday. Um, Came in, where is it? Yesterday, came in here, market dipped here, came up here, profit taking opportunity. Next entry was here. And of course, we TP'd at the end of today's session. I did not update my points. So let me go ahead and do that right now. This is a part of journaling. When I mentioned journaling your trades, looking at what your trades do, every day you need to be doing this, okay? Or something similar to this. Whether it's this or something else, you need to be doing something like this to journal your trades every day. That's how you go back and you review. You are actually able to spot mistakes that were made, and make adjustments, make the necessary adjustments. All right. So this was this higher low here on the 2 hour. And I'm going to make these smaller only because of what I'm working with. Okay, these were very close to each other. So these are my high points. So that's there. And of course, my green is going to be just bear with me 1 second. All right. Okay. So I just wanted to highlight those points, those entry points. That way I can actually go back and see what the market did as it relates to different time frames. This is just my own strategy. You can do your own thing to do whatever it is. That just helps me to identify what point I'm in the trade, what point I'm in the day, what I'm in buy, sell mode, whatever it is. All right. All right. So let's look at what happened today. Now, remember yesterday I told you, and in my last video that I posted, the market is making higher lows to higher highs, which means any higher low that is made is going to go up, and it is going to break a previous high. There is no question about that. Now, from the mere fact that you saw that yesterday, the market only managed a lower high, a lower high. Right now, I'm looking at the 2 hour. It only managed a lower high. It tells you that at some point in time, this lower high is going to get taken out. Now, remember, I've mentioned time and time and again, every single high that the NASDAQ 100 makes will get broken. At some point in time, it will get broken. So from the mere fact that I saw this, I knew that it was only a retracement that was needed for the market to find support again in order for it to go up and break. Now, let me just address some of the comments or some of the people that have been, just shouting sell calls arbitrarily. Guys, this is getting really old right now. Those of you who are really serious about trading and really serious about understanding what is happening in the markets, okay, you will understand that the NASDAQ 100 is a bullish instrument, which means the major moves are always going to be your buys, okay? So these people who come on every single day religiously and say, sell here, sell, take profit here. Listen, guys, stop listening to this garbage and learn to analyze for yourselves. Okay? These guys are here, they lost money themselves, and they're trying to let you lose money also. Do not listen to them. Don't pay any of them any money. Don't pay for no signals. Don't do it. Listen, go ahead and practice and develop your own strategy. I'm telling you this because it worked for me. I've seen it work for others. Practice, develop your own strategy, and you'll be okay. All right? Learn to be patient. So, again, what happened today is, here we go. Let me go to the 1 hour so you can see it a little bit clearer. Okay. So, here we go. We had a lower high that actually started yesterday afternoon, and then it retraced, and then it came back up, and it just moved it a little bit more. Okay, still a lower high. Market came down and it made that higher low. Okay, now this market was designed to frustrate the impatient traders today. Okay, because look at what happened. This was the lower high that was made yesterday, and let me just do the backtest tool so you can see. This was yesterday afternoon. A lower high was created, or yesterday morning, a lower high was created on the 1 hour. Okay? Now, this was at 10 a.m. Okay? Yesterday morning at 10 a.m. All right. Now, this is how this market frustrated the crap out of people. 10 a.m. yesterday morning, it went down like it was going to sell, and everybody jumped on and loaded up sells, and people were talking all sorts of craziness of how it's going to drop down to 2,300 and below, and all kinds of ridiculous numbers. Okay, now it dropped here. Look at what the market did. It went up slowly. It retraced. It did all sorts of consolidation. This was 10 o'clock yesterday morning. And finally, it came up this morning at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. this morning. So that's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's what? 18 hours, if my math is correct. Okay? And it just came up and it barely moved above here. Okay? Guess what? You had another lower high. This was your next opportunity for a sell if you were selling the retracement. Okay? Look at what the market did. Came down and made a higher low. Now, let's start logic. Okay? We're talking about bigger, major moves on the NASDAQ 100. Now imagine you were in a sell from 10 o'clock. Now let's say you held this sell from 10 o'clock because you were sure that the market was going to make a higher low, which of course it will. The market will make a higher low. I just choose not to trade them. Okay? Very rarely I'll take a sell. Very rarely. It has to be like a A++ setup for me to take it. All right. But let's say you're going to take that sell, or you took that sell yesterday and you held this sell until the higher low. Okay. You'd have had to deal with all of this. Back up here, emotions going through the roof down to here. I can tell you, there's not one trader that I know that's on this Minds group that held this sell from yesterday, okay, until this point. None of you. So anybody talking about sells and things like that, 100% garbage because you didn't hold that trade. Okay? You were not sure of that trade. You were just shooting darts and just hoping for this big drop, which never happened. Okay. Now, let's look at the buys. So, let's say you came here, you waited, took your profits from here, you waited for this higher low. Higher low came on. You took this trade. As slow as the market moved, it was slow and steady. Not one red candle was seen on the index since 10 a.m. this morning. Look at that. That's a beautiful trade. Congratulations to those of you who actually took the trade by being patient and waited for that higher low this morning. Congratulations for you. You deserve every bit of money that you got today because you were patient. And that's what this is about. Being patient, trading intelligently, and looking for the moves that are A++. Not trying to take 10 trades in a day and, going up and down, buying and selling and doing all sorts of nonsense. And at the end of the day, you only make 5% on your account. Rubbish. Literal garbage. Okay? You want to wait for your A+ setups. Get your clean trades. The longer you wait and you understand what the market is doing, the cleaner your trading is going to be. So this was the move of the day. From here to here, exit right before market close. You got out of that trade. No swaps would hit you and everything like that. Nice. You got your pips. Let's measure this move. It's a very nice move today. So from the bottom of the move all the way to the top of the move, you look at 1900 pips. Decent trade. Decent trade. Okay. Now, what happens now? Okay. Now that you're out of the market, I already know that the market is making higher lows to higher highs. I know that. I've seen it. I know it's consolidating also because if I'm on my 1 hour and I count my last 2 points, I'm at a higher low, I'm at a lower high. These 2 points right here tells me that the market is consolidating. It's consolidating between the last high and the last low. Okay, so these are consolidating points. So at this point in time, what am I going to do? I'm going to be waiting for my next higher low in order for me to actually buy again because I'm not selling. I'm literally not selling this market. This market is not ready to sell. And why I know this market is not ready to sell? Because the higher high has not been completed. Okay? How do I know this? Well, hey, if I go on the daily time frame, and let me remove these markings, the daily time frame is currently at a lower high. Last 2 points, higher low, higher high. I'm expecting the market to come up and break this previous all-time high, okay, of 23,986. I'm expecting that to happen. So I'm not selling the market. As far as I'm concerned, this market is still buying. This market is still bullish. There's nothing on this market that tells me that it's making lower highs, lower lows. And please don't show me a lower time frame and tell me that's what the market is doing. No, it's only a retracement. Smaller time frames will break structure and create lower highs, lower lows in order to fulfill a higher low on a larger time frame. Okay? Put these back, go back to my 2-hour time frame. So this is where we are currently. All right? So now that I'm out of the trade, okay, if the market sells, and guys, I know some of you are going to be out there, when the market retraces, if the market retraces. Because one thing you have to understand, the higher highs are guaranteed, okay? Higher lows are guaranteed, okay? But one thing that is not guaranteed on the market is that the previous low has to be broken, okay? That's not a guarantee. The previous high has to be broken because the market is a bullish market and it makes higher lows to higher highs. So the previous high will always be broken. Your previous low does not have to be broken. Okay, you want proof? Okay, everything that I do, I give you proof. Let's look at your monthly, your largest time frame. Okay, your monthly. Let's zoom out so we can see. Okay, here's one low, hasn't been broken. Here's another low, has never been broken. Here's another low, has never been broken. Here's another low, has never been broken. Here is another low that has never been broken. Here's another low that has been broken. Okay? All right? So here we go. So you see how many lows you have here that have never been broken? Okay. Look at every single high that you have on this chart. This high has been broken. This high has been broken. This high has been broken, so on and so forth. Every single high on the NASDAQ 100 has been broken. Of course, with the exception of the one that's currently being formed. Okay? All right? So that is one of the reasons why I trade the way I trade. I'm looking for my buys, only my buys. And the reason why I'm looking for my buys is because I know beyond a shadow of a doubt is that all the highs will be broken. Okay? All right. So here we go. So we're going to go here and let's go back to the 2-hour time frame. So we're going to go back to the 2-hour time frame. So what I'm looking for is if I'm going in for a buy, if I exited this trade right here, which I did today, okay? Exited this trade today. I cannot expect to go back for another buy at this high point. Remember, if you're buying, you must buy from your low point to your high point. Buy from your low point to your high point. Buy from your low point to your high point. Okay? I cannot expect to go in for a buy up here. If I go in for a buy here, guess what? I deserve every bit of retracement that I get. So I must wait. So now is the no trade zone for me. I'm not in the markets right now. Now it's time for me to go eat, watch some YouTube, catch up on some Jamaican racing, you know, just kid around. I can sleep well. Gone are the days when I'm watching my trades all night. Yeah, those days are over. Okay, trade smartly. That's the beauty of studying and understanding and retesting a strategy. It makes it so much easier. It's like clockwork every day. I'm only waiting for one thing and one thing alone. I'm only taking one type of trade when the market is bullish, and it's the higher lows to the higher highs, or the higher lows to the lower highs. One type of trade I'm taking, nothing else. Makes it so much easy. So those of you who are up and down on charge, oh, it's selling now. Oh, no, it's buying now. Guys, come on. Trust me. Stop being greedy. Learn to wait. Be patient. And just allow the market to come to you. Allow the market to reveal itself to you. So that was basically the market today. This was the trade. This was the only trade today. This was the only trade today based on the AuberStrategy. Higher lows to the higher highs. That was it. Many people, well, I wouldn't say many people, some people took this trade and they were successful. All of you who were selling today, your account is either blown or you're too ashamed to admit it or something else. Okay? But you have to know there's a time and place for everything. There's a time to buy and a time to sell. Okay? For me, as I've said so many different times, the NASDAQ 100 is a 100% bullish instrument. And as such, I am not selling the NASDAQ. So if the market drops this evening, and then some person is going to say, oh, where's AuberStrategy? Oh, the market is selling. Duh. I took my profits already. I'm out of the market. I'm just waiting. Remember, I've always said to you, bears do not eat unless the bulls have finished. Okay? You do not eat unless the bulls have been finished. Okay? So you would hope tonight that this market retraces so you can get at least a little recovery on the sell that you have been trapped in. Like I mentioned to you guys, let me go back to the 15 minutes. I've pointed it out so many times this week. This was the low of Friday. Okay, and count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 higher lows have been formed. Now you may say, well, this is a low. Okay, well, guess what? Duh, it's higher than all of these lows down here. You might say, well, this is a lower low. Duh, again, it's still higher than this previous low. So the market is still making higher lows. Okay? Now, if you looked at this market, I don't know where you would have seen that this market is bearish. And those of you who are trading in anticipation, hoping that the market is going to dip, good luck to you. That's all I got to say. So that was it for today. That was a trade for today. And like I said, I have one of the things that I'm really happy for is that I have spent so much time on my strategy where now it allows me to only take one trade for the day. I only catch the move of the day based on the trend, and that's it. The market does two things every single day. Only two things. It makes a high and it makes a low. If the trend is higher lows to higher highs, all I need to do is to catch that low and buy to the high, and I'm done for the day. If it's a lower high, lower low, all I need to do is to catch the high and sell to the low, and I'm done for the day. One last thing I want to say, as it relates to what pairs to trade. Somebody had asked me this question. What's the best pair to trade? Whatever it is. That depends on your style. Me personally, I have stocks that I have invested in over the long term, which I'm just buying and holding. So I will never trade a stock that's in a downtrend. Okay? Because if you trade, think about it logically. If you're trading a company that's making lower highs, lower lows, that means it's going into the ground. There's no growth. It's declining. So why would I want to trade that long term? So for those of you who are trying to trade the NASDAQ in a sell long term, it is the most ridiculous thing you could have ever done. Because that simply means if you're trading lower highs to lower lows, the NASDAQ is going to crash and it's going to be end of the US economy and the end of the world and everything. Okay, good luck with that. I want to trade something that's always bullish and is trending towards the bullish side. So that is why I trade the NASDAQ 100, because it's eternally bullish. It has been historically bullish, and it has been bullish from the day it has started and has not looked back. That is why I trade the way I trade. So higher lows to higher highs, always guaranteed. I make no apologies for saying that. I can prove my strategy. I'm happy to prove my strategy and everything like that. But just understand, this is something that I put a lot of work into. I'm very proud of the work that me and my team have done. And now it's time to reap the rewards. So thank you guys for watching. Congratulations again for those of you who took the trade of the day and you made profit and you took one trade, you had zero loss, you're 100% trader. It is possible to become 100% trader. I guarantee you that. Take the one move of the day, the low to the high, exit, and you're done. 100%. Just an update. The two trades that I took this week so far, yesterday and today, I'm up on my account 78%. So again, there's no need to be taking 5, 10, 15 trades for the day. Absolutely nothing. Because I can tell you, any one of you on here who has taken more than 5 trades today, please show me where you have made more than 50% on your account. And I will shut up. Until then, thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Stay tuned for another video. Hopefully I can do another one tomorrow. But if I don't, please remember, it still stands. Higher lows to higher highs are always guaranteed. Wait for your largest higher low. Buy to your higher high or take your profit on your largest lower high and then wait for another higher low. Thank you guys for watching. God, thank you again for your blessing. Thank you for your goodness. We ask that you'll just be with us, be with anyone who has watched this video or will watch this video. Help it to be instrumental in helping them to improve in their process. Thank you and we love you. Amen. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Oh, and before I go, as we speak, here we go. Here goes a nice little red candle and the bears are going to get excited. Don't worry, guys. Any sell on the NASDAQ 100 is only going to be a temporary retracement to create another higher low on a larger time frame. Take care. See you next time.